Professor Martonyi, thank you very much for your speech you have held here at the 5th anniversary session of Budapest International Model United Nations. I would like to ask you three questions regarding global politics and also the work of the United Nations. First of all, what is your opinion about the crisis we have in Ukraine for the moment?
Well, I think this is an international crisis, a very serious one. We shouldn't forget that this is the first real armed conflict in Europe for basically 70 years. It brought about a completely new security situation, a security reality, as it is now said. And I think we now have a common responsibility to try to find solutions for this crisis, which is complex. There is a strong military element. One party is a nuclear superpower, so it brings back some old misgivings and concerns about our future. So I think this is a common responsibility, as I said, for all of us to try to find peaceful solutions via negotiations and dialogue.
Thank you very much. Also, regarding a common responsibility, I would like to ask your opinion on achieving sustainability. As we all know, there will be a great discussion on it by adopting the framework in New York in September, if I am correct. What is your opinion? Will nations agree in order to solve this very important problem that is essential to be solved if we would like to live a good future?
Yes, 2015 is an absolutely crucial year. We all know that extremely important decisions will have to be made in the course of this year. It's not just the adoption of the Sustainable Development Goals, which I hope, indeed I trust, will be the case, but also we have to resolve the issue of financing in Addis Ababa, as you know, and then, of course, at the end of the year, we'll have the Paris Conference, whether we will have legally binding commitments regarding carbon emissions. I think this is not only crucial, this is vital for the future of mankind. I am one of those who believe really that climate change is perhaps the most important global threat or risk for us, and unless we speed up finding solutions for this, then maybe not my generation, but the subsequent generations will have very, very serious problems.
Regarding the next generation's role, what advice would you give to those who participate now in Model United Nations, but tomorrow they might be the leaders who make decisions?
Well, first and foremost, they all have to be engaged. They have to be committed. They have to be aware of the stake, of the risk, of the challenges, both in a positive sense, because there are also huge opportunities. We need not speak about risks all the time. This is the pessimistic nature of human beings. We also have to speak about the opportunities, because there are tremendous opportunities now, due primarily to economic and technological development. Mankind can achieve things in the upcoming decades that we would never even have dreamed of. But all of that, of course, needs a safe and stable and, as we often say, resilient planet. If we don't have that, even the brightest achievements might become good for nothing. So the future generations, they have to be more engaged. They probably have to be more knowledgeable, which means more work, or maybe studying in a different way, in a more inventive manner. That's, of course, we all try to do now in the world. But The moral aspect is probably even more important than the intellectual one, and the moral aspect is that the young should be hopefully more engaged than the previous generations were.
Thank you very much for your remarks, and it has been a pleasure to have you here delivering this speech and also answering our questions.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.